What's up YouTube, how's it going, and welcome back to another trade recap where today I caught a banger during Asia session on the fresh funded from my funded futures. I have not traded with this firm before, so I bought two accounts of them because I'm trying to stack up, I'm trying to scale up. We passed this one, so we ended up catching a nice little short during Asia. $1,616 in profit. But anyways, this is what the chart actually ended up looking like. Let me move myself a little bit smaller. This is what the chart ended up looking like. This was my trade of the day. We took a short down here. We caught literally like 30 points, but we've got ourselves a nice little buffer on the account. So let's go straight to market open. First of all, actually, Asia session. In UK time, I'm talking, so this is BST. Opens at 12, so that's over here. And then it closes at 8, and that's when London session opens, but I'm not going to go all the way to there. But I would say, normally you're going to need to give Asia session a bit of time to actually accumulate and do its thing. So around like 1 to maybe 2 is where I'd be looking for my entries. That's what I've been seeing as a sweet spot. Because I've been forward testing it a lot and back testing, trying to see what's best for Asia since we all know how New York AM session is, sorry. So I'm just looking around everywhere else, just forward testing my strategy, because I've never really like sat down and focused on Asia. Could make life a little easier for me. But anyways, enough of the app. This is what we were looking like. On the daily time frame, we were within this daily gap. And we all know imbalances. If we're respecting them, we're going to come down into it, and then we're going to get our reaction up higher. However, I saw that we are very much bearish on the overall look of things. Yes, it would be so nice to see this bullish move continue, but right now price is telling me we are moving bearish. So I will keep going down with the market until it proves me wrong or tells me otherwise. If we look on ES, we can also see that it was inside of this gap. So it would make sense to look for something to go up higher. But we also do have these gaps below us that we could go down to as our retracement before going up higher. So I'm just following the trend. That was tick 1. I knew that I was going to be taking shorts. My tick 2, this was also something that I was going over in the Discord with 2 of my students. So we had this candle that was like our little, let's say, retracement candle or whatever. Some people may call it order block. I don't know what people call it. But I saw that price was pushing down, we end up getting a reaction off these lows, and then we end up getting that full candle close downwards. So what I wanted to see was on the daily candle to see it open, go higher, and then trade lower. Just because I wanted to see that bullish trend continue. So if price opens, we manipulate higher and go lower, it's honestly going to be amazing. So if we zoom in, we go on the 4 hour, we can look at what is around us, what is price doing. We can see that we are respecting bearish, if I put this right there, and disrespecting bullish. We can see that there's this 4 hour gap to the left of us. What have we done? Fully just went and disrespected that. Is there any other gaps near us? No. The next gap is down below here. So it could be possible target, or I'm pretty sure that this is going to be the daily gap. Yeah, the next daily gap. But the reason why I wouldn't have targeted that there is just because I didn't believe Asia session was going to literally dump us that full move. That would have been, well, maybe it could have, but I just didn't believe so. Going in onto the hourly time frame now, what am I looking for? I see that, look, bullish gap right here. Let me change the color. What have we done? We've disrespected it. So we are respecting bearish, disrespecting bullish at the moment. Why else? Why would I be going long right now? We go down even to another time frame, 15-minute. I can see we have this 15-minute low over here where there's definitely liquidity resting, because I love seeing these, like especially 15-minute wicks that are inside of gaps. Having them as targets, amazing. Could have targeted this bottom part of the daily move. However, again, I wasn't 100% sure about how far NQ was going to go. So I'm just taking what I know is most likely guaranteed, and that's the low hanging fruit over there. So getting over here on the 15-minute time frame, still, same thing again. Disrespecting bullish, and what are we doing? Respecting bearish right here. So we're just going to keep going with the trend, keep going with the trend, and keep going with the trend. Over here, as market opens, we end up creating a 15-minute. So let me get rid of some of these lines actually. So we don't need this one. We don't need this gap anymore. We already know we're disrespecting bullish and respecting bearish. So we're getting rid of all of that. This bearish gap that we've currently disrespected, we need to keep that in mind, because that also aligns with our bias. We then see that when market opens, we open up this 15-minute gap at 1 o'clock. And then what does price want to do at 1? We instantly trade up higher into that 15-minute bearish gap. And so we know NQ sometimes likes to have them quick moves on market open. Market opens, we quickly go manipulate to whichever area, and then we just dump. And that is exactly what happened here. Maybe not as quick as normal, but still pretty quick. And so anyways, yeah, we end up inverting this bullish gap. So once again, what are we doing? We are disrespecting bullish and respecting bearish. So tapped into a 15-minute bearish gap. This is a very high confluence. And then what have we decided to do? We're already inverting smaller price. So I'm going to look for how price is going to continue down and down. If I'm being completely honest, I wanted to go in for a short after like seeing this. Something like that. But the reason why I didn't is just the added confirmation. We could very well still continue higher. I just needed a little bit of something else. And so once I see that price has then traded back into this IFVG, this bullish gap got inverted, so that turns it into an inverse for value gap. As soon as I see price go down below, trades back into it and still respecting it, and got that push that broke to more structure, guess what? I'm looking for my entry. And so I remember watching this, I was like, damn, I'm so glad I didn't enter any shorts before. That would have been straight break even. But then after this weird little reaction, I end up seeing that we're trading lower. Not by a lot. This was like by how many points? Like by 5 points. But looks like market has this potential to go lower. So I enter with my stop above here. I went for an aggressive entry just because I did want to squeeze in as much RR as I could. Safest place would be the stop above this reaction. Clearly, we went up here and had a devilish reaction down for whatever reason. So that would be the safest, because I was also interested in seeing if price wanted to come back up to this level. I don't know what caused this. This is not like a data wick or anything, but I was interested in that. Anyways, we see price continue. Yeah, we break. I didn't even go break even this trade because I low-key forgot about needing to go break even. And then we come down and smash these 15-minute sell side lows. I would have liked to see price come down even further, but what does price end up doing? Yeah, just reverses, and I'm guessing people caught shorts off this, and I stepped off because I took my trade, didn't need anything more. Was not expecting shorts to be playing out like this. I think I came off after like this candle. I thought, yeah, maybe we get a resweep of this, and then we just go down even lower. We can maybe even tap into a possible gap. Did we have any gaps? No, we didn't even have any gaps in the way. Oh, yeah, this 5 minute. I guess 5 minute inverse to the upside, blah, blah, blah. Whichever. But anyways, that is today's Asia session trade recap. Covered absolutely my whole thought process through going through these trades. When going through these trades, sorry. And yeah, I'm not gonna like permanently switch to Asia session or anything. I'm just recently wanting to try it out, see how Asia session goes, see how it trades, if it is a lot more peaceful. Honestly, I was sat here on my phone on TikTok. I know that some people say, oh my god, when you're trading, give it your 100% like attention. No, I'm okay. I went for my sells. I didn't really need to do much, so I just sat here on TikTok. It's peaceful because it's at 1 in the morning, so it's not like I'm hearing a bunch of cars and a bunch of stuff outside. But anyways, that's enough. Yeah, I'm yapping so damn much. That's the end of today's trade recap. I hope you guys picked up or learned something from this video, and I will see you in the next trade recap.